what's up with it? You watching the Bay Bomber TV. And yeah, we about to check out this clip from the YouTube channel Screen Queens. And the title is Drake Disrespect Tupac and West Coast Again. 50 Cent defends him. Man, it's looking like 50 on the wrong side, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought he rocked with the West Coast and Dr. Dre in the aftermath. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it's looking crazy though, man. It's looking like 50 rocking with Drake. What y'all think about that? You know what I'm saying? And then they said he disrespected then they saying Drake disrespecting Pac, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up with that? But shit, let's check out this video and see what they talking about.
Drake is one of those guys that makes the music that, but he's a hybrid because he's a hip hop artist at the same time.
So, in the weirdest plot twist ever, 50 Cent has decided to pitch his tent with Drake in his ongoing beef with Kendrick Lamar. Drake was recently spotted with his new whip, a BMW that looks awfully similar to Tupac's car, in which he was shot in. And a lot of people feel like Drake did that on purpose to disrespect Tupac and the West Coast. But what makes all this even crazier is the fact that of all people, 50 Cent seems to be the one supporting Drake and edging him on. Or maybe we shouldn't actually be surprised, because 50 has been supporting Drake since the whole Kendrick beef started. However, fans are saying 50 is compromised. He doesn't actually care about the culture, and some are even saying he's just making business moves. So, does 50 really believe Drake is not as bad as everyone else thinks he is doing all this because he has business with Drake? And what's Drake's deal with the whole Tupac angle?
I ain't gonna lie, they did shut 50 down, so it would make sense that he wouldn't really care about the culture like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, 50 was on the top. They really blackballed his ass and shut him down.
Break this down.
Fifth, right here. One more.
Okay, so Drake and 50 Cent recently hung out in Toronto, and they seemed like they were having a grand old time.
Man.
In one of the pictures from the hangout that Drake shared on his Instagram story, he showed off his new black BMW, and fans quickly started pointing out how similar Drake's BMW was to Tupac's BMW. Now, both cars aren't the same model, but they look similar enough that fans started to wonder if Drake was doing it on purpose to stir the pot. And knowing Drake, it's not so far-fetched that he would do that. I mean, he literally used an unlicensed AI reproduction of Tupac's voice on the diss track Tailor-Made Freestyle as some sort of gotcha to Kendrick. And he wouldn't have deleted it if Pac's estate had not threatened to sue his behind all the way to Canada if he didn't take it down. Of course, this became just another punchline for Kendrick to use in his next diss track, and he didn't miss the opportunity when he recorded Euphoria. In that diss track, Kendrick said, "Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian dude make Pac turn in his grave." Kendrick was coming for Drake for disrespecting Tupac with that whole AI business here, because later in that track, he said, "Am I battling Ghost or AI?" But Kendrick was also making reference to Drake buying Tupac's ring. In case you missed it, Drake bought a ring designed by Tupac at a Sotheby's auction last year for $1 million. Pac designed the ring using rubies and diamonds set in gold after the crowns of the medieval kings of Europe in an act of self-coronation.
I ain't gonna lie, that car shit distasteful than a motherfucker. Like, man, I can understand trying to take shots and shit, but I ain't gonna lie, Drake's sense of humor not there. You know what I'm saying? That shit was weird, nigga. Like, you disrespecting, you about to get took out playing.
According to Pac's godmother, Yasmin Fula. According to Yasmin, the ring's design was also a nod to Niccolo Machiavelli's The Prince, which Shakur read in prison. Obviously, the design was very symbolic and important to Pac, making it one of the most important hip-hop artifacts. So, for Kendrick to say he's willing to pay double the price for Drake to give him the ring means he doesn't think Drake deserved to have such an important piece of West Coast hip-hop culture. Kendrick also repeated that sentiment when he was performing at the Ken and Friends concert in June. While performing Euphoria, Kendrick replaced the line, "Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet, can I bleed him?" to "Give me Tupac's ring back and I might give you a little respect." See, the whole Euphoria track, or at least a good part of it, was basically K-Dot calling Drake a fake gangster who profits off black culture. But it wasn't just Dot that Drake offended during that beef. Matter of fact, he offended the entire West Coast in that tailor-made freestyle, where he used Tupac AI. See, using Tupac's voice, Drake said, "Kendrick, we need ya, the West Coast savior, engraving your name in some hip-hop history, F this Canadian light skin, Dot, we need a no-debated West victory, man. They told me the spirit of Machiavelli is alive in a dude under 5'5", so it's gotta be you." Drake was trying to taunt Kendrick into responding to his earlier diss track, Push-Ups, and using Pac's voice was just adding insult to injury, because many people consider Pac to be the greatest rapper alive, especially on the West Coast. And y'all really gotta understand that you can't just disrespect Pac like that and go scot-free. Around the time Tailor-Made Freestyle dropped, there were rumors that Drake had crossed a line and he was going to pay for it. In fact, Suge Knight called Drake out for making that move on his podcast. That just tells you how serious the whole thing is. But of course, knowing Drake, he's not about to back down just because of threats from fans. And since nothing happened even after all the threats, Drake decided to stir the pot by buying a car that looked like Tupac's car. And not just any Tupac car, this one is the car that Pac got fatally shot in. However, what really stood out in this whole thing was the fact that 50 Cent seemed to be defending Drake. 50 posted a picture of him and Drake all cuddled up with the caption, "Brainstorming last night. Me and Drake gonna get the camera rolling. Biggest thing on your TV. Green light gang." Girl, people were in the comments.
I ain't gonna lie, what's up with 50, man? Y'all think 50 trying to get some video out of Drake, man? A TV show or something? That's what it seemed like, you know what I'm saying? And Drake was an actor before a rapper, so that nigga probably can act his ass off for real.
Comments going off on this weird link up. Dang, Drake gotta hit 50 for street credibility after Kendrick stripped him clean. Definitely makes sense for Drake, but not 50. Damn, 50. Don't get added to Aubrey Drakestein's list, bro. Please don't. But y'all aren't really surprised to see 50 and Drake hanging out like this, right? Because 50 has been supporting Drake since the beginning of this beef. In his first diss track at Kendrick, Push-Ups, Drake gave a shout out to 50, comparing himself to him while also throwing shots at Rick Ross, who has beef with both 50 and Drake. He said, "Dudes really got me out here talking like I'm 50. Dudes really got me out here rapping with I'm living. I might take your latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky. Can't believe he jumping in. This dude turning 50. When 50 heard Push-Ups, he posted it on his Instagram and made fun of Kendrick and Metro Booming. He said, "All you dudes got smoked by a light-skinned dude. LOL. Y'all better get high as a mother effer and come up with something." Similarly, when Drake dropped
Man, that mean 50 heard that shit and took it to heart. So shit, I guess he dissed 50 too, so shit. It makes sense why 50 fucking with Drake though, a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Tailor-Made Freestyle, 50 posted it saying, "Okay, in my professional expert opinion on this matter, leave this man alone. I've seen this movie before. It will not end well. You disagree? Okay, then where is your ish at, boy?" However, when Kendrick released Euphoria, 50 Cent posted a screenshot of the track with the caption, "This is real hip-hop-ish. Go check it out. I would have posted it, but it's too long," with a shrugging emoji. A lot of people felt like 50 was being salty because Kendrick Sneak dissed him in the song. Okay, before you roll your eyes, check out these lines. "What I learned is dudes don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it, pick a dude off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference." Now, LA and Toronto have a 3-hour time difference, but so do LA and New York, where 50 is from. So it makes sense that 50 would have felt attacked in those lines. Plus, he has actually talked about why he doesn't like the West Coast in the past.
It's better than the West Coast because people know how to say no. People say no because they have people on top of each other living in New York City, and they can, get a lower tolerance to play games with you and just tell you no. When Hollywood is a part of Los Angeles, and they don't know who's gonna blow up next. So they don't tell you no. They say, "Hey, this is gonna be really great. Let's work together. It's gonna be great." And then you're gonna be great for this part. And then you see the movie get made. And then they go,
That's right.
I don't know. I told them you were great.
That's a great observation. Hollywood never says no.
Yeah.
They say things, "I'll get back to you."
I'll get back to you.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
This is gonna be great. Let me go, I'll see, I'm gonna follow up now.
Although it does sound like he's just joking around, it's a
Nah, shit, he just sound like he was joking around. That mean, nigga, LA full of opportunists, nigga, that want some money, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, if you can bring a bag, shit, they want to be part of that motherfucker, you feel me?
Enough to question the motives if you put everything together. Besides, it just seems like 50 was trying to take a dig at Kendrick by saying the song was too long, because Kendrick's 6-minute song is not that much longer than Drake's 4-minute plus tracks. And 50 nothing to say about that. In fact, he had no problems taking clips out of Drake's diss tracks and posting them on his own social media. Then, when Kendrick dropped 616 in LA, 50 said, "Oh, it's lit." Kendrick went again. "I heard Drake got a bomb waiting." Who did he hear it from? I'll be honest.
Man.
It just sounded like 50 was trying to play instigator, or just trying to make it clear he's rooting for Drake and not Kendrick. And if you were still having doubts about whether 50 was on Drake's side, how do you explain Drake recreating the spinning G-Unit pendant for the music video to his Kendrick diss track, Family Matters?
You shouldn't start by saying,
Nigga, I said it, I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. You mentioned my seed, now deal with his dad. I gotta go bad, I gotta go bad. Yeah, drop a 50 back.
I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was just thinking it was like just a picture with Drake and 50, but yeah, it seemed like their relationship is extensive, man. Like, shit, they really like locked in, man. Damn, 50.
For the mob in a spot, drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. I was really trying to keep it PG. I was really trying to keep it PG. If you had to set, they give your ass a DP. But you civilian gang in real life, you PC. You know who really bang and set my nigga YG. You know who really bang and set my nigga Chuck T. You know who even bang and set.
That was obviously a shout out to 50 Cent, and he definitely
Man.
wouldn't have used it if 50 wasn't cool with it. Or at least 50 would have said something if Drake was using the pendant without clearing it with him first. Now,
Facts.
50 is a businessman, and he's always going to protect his business interests first before any beef or whatever. From 50 Cent's recent post about Drake, it's obvious that him and Drake are working on something together, and they probably have been working on it before Drake's beef with Kendrick started. I mean, 50 is not going to jeopardize that over a beef that doesn't really have anything to do with him, so that's probably why he has been defending Drake the whole time. However, fans have been going off about this, and some are saying 50 is hella wrong for siding with Drake despite all the
Man.
rumors of Drake being a PDF file and culture vulture. One said, "This whole beef has shown me that there is a huge difference between hip-hop culture and hip-hop business.
Man.
The music industry is all smoking mirrors." Another person said, "I still don't see why 50 is caping for Drake. It's weird to me, shaking my head." And then this person went off, "Damn, 50. I just lost mad respect for you, bro. The West always showed you hella love, and you
Man.
supposed to be down with the aftermath. How you taking
Facts.
pics with K.Op? But do y'all think 50 is just trying to do good business? Or is he wrong to support Drake after Drake disrespected the West Coast?"
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. 50 looking bad with this shit, cause nigga, the West, we fuck with 50 like hard, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's like he done turned this back on the West Coast, man. And then him being connected to the Aftermath, you would think he was like, you know, with the Aftermath squad, you know what I'm saying? But shit, I ain't gonna lie, they did do 50 dirty though, so he could feel some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? And then they did shut him out, shit. So he probably not that passionate about the hip hop shit like that no more, you know what I'm saying? Cause shit, he was at the top. Shit, he basically was Drake once upon a time, man. Shit, he damn near know how I feel to get dethroned, you know what I'm saying? But shit, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, share, and subscribe to the Big Mama TV. Until next time, peace.